A recent study found that up to 26 million Americans skipped their routine vaccinations last year, and with millions set to return to offices and classrooms this fall, it's important to be up to date on your vaccines.
We're joined with Dr. Christy Purnell, a public health expert and fellow of the American College of Preventive Medicine, to discuss these topics. How are you doing this morning?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Great. Now that we're getting to talk with you, I'll have you start by telling us a little bit, why did so many Americans skip their routine vaccinations in the last year?
Well, great question. We know that approximately 26 million Americans miss their routine vaccinations, and that's most likely because the pandemic fundamentally changed our lives. And so people weren't going to their routine visits or their well visits where they would get these routine vaccinations. We saw a steep drop off in childhood immunizations, but there is a bright side. We also saw in 2020 the highest rate of flu vaccinations that we've seen in a long time. So it is possible to reverse that trend and trajectory.
And now, Dr. Purnell, talk a little bit about why it's so important to stay up to date with these vaccines, including the COVID-19 vaccine.
I want everyone to think about vaccines as one of the most important and powerful tools in your prevention toolkit. We think about vaccinations as a way to promote health and to prevent severe disease, hospitalization, disability, and even death. You know, in order to be healthy, you should do healthy living, which means healthy eating, physical activity, and vaccinations are also one of those ways to remain healthy.
And what's being done to increase vaccine confidence rates across the United States?
Increasing vaccine confidence is so necessary. Even where you are this morning, we're seeing only approximately 39.9 or about 40% of the population fully vaccinated. That's because people have questions. They're not quite sure who to trust. So we're telling our stories. We at the American College of Preventive Medicine physicians who are dedicated to prevention, and we want everyone to know we are vaccine confident, and you can be too. We're helping the public to understand the science and to translate what's happening with the data and to let you know it's safe and it's effective, and I think that's going to be really important.
And Dr. Purnell, we've given a lot of good information here, but last thing really quick, will you just tell us a little bit about where people can go to learn more information?
Sure. You can go to vaccineconfident.org. On this website, you'll learn about vaccines in general, how they keep people healthy, and you'll specifically learn about the coronavirus vaccines, how they're safe, how they're effective, and how they're one of the best tools that you can use to keep you, your loved ones, your family, and your community protected during this time.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Purnell, for coming in, telling us a little bit about vaccinations and making sure we get all of our shots.
Thank you for having me.